Greetings, Internet. Oxleymations here again with another interesting little video. At least I hope it's interesting. Since it's now the year 2025, at least when this goes up it will be, I decided that to start the year off right, I'm going to do kind of a new year, new food kind of a thing. And well, this isn't like actually new food. This is a place that's been around since apparently 1972. Up until this point, I haven't actually really gotten to try the food from this place, so it's new to me. On that note, I'm going to jump right into it. Today, I'm going to be trying some Popeye's chicken. I've heard some good things about this place over the years, and I had a coworker at a former job I worked at who let me have one single piece of chicken because he had like just one small meal and that was about all he could, let me have. And well, I don't consider that an actual first taste because it was like a day or two old. It was microwaved, so it wasn't as good as it could be. So this is basically fresh from Popeyes, at least as fresh as you can get. So to start things off, I got a thing of their mashed potatoes, and the gravy apparently has peppers in it. At least I'm assuming that's peppers, unless it's like green beans. I'm going to assume it's peppers, because they're known for their spicy food. I also got a thing of their coleslaw in these nice little tubs. Like, for whatever reason, the coleslaw tub is actually branded as Popeyes. The other one's just a blank white tub. It's kind of odd, but whatever. It is what it is. And then I also got some of their Cajun fries. Oh. Okay. Okay, it is like I thought. Sorry. With the napkins down on top of it, it made it look like this was basically a Five Guys fry bag. Where they just take the fries, dump them in the bag, and hand it to you. But there is actually a little paper fry bag in here, and I just dumped out a bunch of fries because it was sideways in there. But you get one of these little doohickeys in there. Alrighty. And you also get, of course, the chicken, and they also have biscuits that you can get. I picked up what was supposed to be the $20 festive bundle, but after you add in all the sides and stuff, this cost me just shy of $27. So to start things off, I'm going to pass some of this to my housemate, because we're splitting this meal. That's part of the reason why I felt it was okay to spend like $27 on all this. So you're allowed to talk.
Can I get a plate, please?
Yes, you may. So here we go. A couple of paper plates for you.
Thank you.
We got 4 biscuits, so 2 of them are going to you. Unless you only want like 1 or something.
No, I'll take 2.
All right. Here's what the biscuits look like up close and in person. There you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and soft.
Yeah, they're kind of nice and squishy and soft. And then we've got a bunch of chicken. So before I get started with that, well, here, would you like some chicken now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Here's what one of their strips looks like. It's kind of pale compared to KFC, but then again, I don't know if the flavor is going to pale in comparison to KFC's chicken either. We shall see. So, looks like we've got, that was 4 strips, a drumstick, and 2 breasts. Oh, wait, no. 2 thighs and a breast. So I already gave you 1 strip. Here's another one.
Thank you.
And do you mind if I take the drumstick?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And here's what their drumsticks look like.
It's
Standard.
nice and big.
Yeah, it is actually pretty thick. Now, whether that's actually the drumstick itself or the breading, we'll see.
Yep.
And then go ahead and... All right, do you want one of the thighs or do you want the breast?
I'll take a thigh.
Okay. So just showing this off for the camera so the viewers at home, if they've never had Popeyes, can see what it looks like.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, and that leaves me with 2 strips, the drumstick, the breast, and the thigh. And of course the biscuits.
Mhm.
But now that I've divvied up the food, and don't worry folks, she's also got a thing of mashed potatoes all for herself.
Yep.
We also originally ordered some of the macaroni and cheese, but apparently they didn't have any at the time, so we got the extra mashed potatoes for that reason. All right, so I think I've said this twice now, so third time. To start things off, I'm going to start with the fries, because why not? Unfortunately, we waited a little too long and the fries are kind of cold, but the flavor's there. There's nice seasoned kind of fries. And they're not spicy. The one downside, I think, is that we didn't think to get like a sauce to go with it. But they're good fries. The seasoning is almost comparable to Arby's. You know, their seasoned curly fries. Just not quite as intense. All right. Tried those. So now I'm going to move on to trying one of the biscuits. But first, I'm going to get myself a nice little swig of my Sprite, which I asked for no ice. They added ice. It's fine. Okay. Palate has been cleansed. Now it's time for the biscuit. Mm-hmm. Okay. That is a really good biscuit. It's nice and buttery. As a matter of fact, if I turn this to the camera, you can see where they put butter on top and how it's like soaked in. It's nice and flaky. And unlike a KFC biscuit, it doesn't just like crumble when you like move it around. It's actually got some give to it. One thing it has that is similar to a KFC biscuit, though, is the middle part kind of... It's not gooey, obviously, because that's fully cooked through. But it's very absorbent. That's a good word for it. Like once it gets into your mouth and you chew it a little bit, you definitely need a drink when you're having these biscuits. On that note, pardon me. Those are some rib sticking biscuits right there. Okay. Sorry, there's still some more stuck to my teeth. Really tasty, though. Their Sprite is on point. That is some good Sprite. Now, let's see, where did... And they gave us sporks to go with our sides. And unlike... Is it Wendy's or KFC that has, like, the shovel? Do you remember?
Not off the top of my head.
I think it's KFC. You know, the ones that are, like, rectangular. These ones are just kind of your standard spork. Don't know how well it shows through the plastic, so I'll pull it out so you can see. Don't take that out of context. All right, so going to jump on over to the coleslaw. It's got a nice, slightly tangy aroma to it, which it should, considering what coleslaw is. So here's to you, everyone. Okay. Okay. It's nice and mild. It's not too sweet. You can actually taste the different vegetables in here, you know, the cabbage, the carrot, and some of the other seasonings. That is a solid coleslaw. And it might be a little bit sweeter than I'm letting on because, like I said, between each thing I'm having a swig of Sprite. And that Sprite is actually really good. It's really sweet. Mm-hmm. I think I already said it once, but I'll say it again. That is a solid coleslaw. All right. Got some coleslaw stuck on my finger. Get back in the bowl. So I'm going to pop open the mashed potatoes. Ooh, that is actually warm, like hot warm. It comes in a nice gravy. It looks like it's congealed just a little bit. Don't want to tilt this over too far and have it spill everywhere. But if you notice right up here, hopefully you can see that on camera. All right, I was about to make a mistake. I was about to just dive right into that without having used my palate cleanser. So let's do that real quick. Still little flakes of coleslaw in my teeth. Pardon. I should have ordered a larger Sprite. But anyway, here's the mashed potatoes. And it looks like chicken gravy, because I just found a piece of chicken floating in it. At least I'm assuming that's what that dark colored piece of meat looking thing is right there. So we'll go ahead and get ourselves a scoop of those mashed potatoes. Smells peppery, which I'm okay with. That's definitely a chicken gravy. And it's definitely got a little kick to it. It's almost jalapeno. I want to say it's got some jalapeno in there. And it's very peppery. So honestly, Jessica, that's the name of my housemate. I'm not sure what your spice tolerance is. Like, I would try the gravy. That's where the spice is coming from. And if it's too much for you, I'll give you an extra piece of chicken and I'll take the potatoes.
Okay.
All right. So there's that. Really, really tasty taters. And then we're going to move on to actually trying the chicken, which is the namesake of, Popeye's chicken. I'm just going to grab one of the chicken strips from the box. And again, we were dumb and did not wind up getting ourselves some sauce to go with it. So here's what their chicken is like by itself. I almost forgot to palate cleanse again. So I got the Sprite and you got, what was it, the strawberry lemonade?
Mm-hmm.
How's the lemonade?
It is wonderful.
You heard it here, folks. The strawberry lemonade is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now then, chicken strip. Mm-hmm. It's nice and crunchy. The breading is lightly seasoned, I think. And it's its own unique breading. It's not like a Raising Cane's chicken. It's definitely not like KFC. And this stuff far surpasses a McDonald's chicken nugget. The Wendy's spicy nugs, only because the seasonings might be slightly higher than this, but definitely nowhere near the current Burger King nuggets. Now, the old Burger King nugget strips, they were like nice and peppery. Those would have been just a step above this. But obviously, those went out the window. Those are long gone. But the chicken is nice and juicy. At least this piece is. Don't know if you'll be able to see the shine on the meat. But on the whole, this is actually really good. And you get a decent amount of food for the 26.70, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So, if you guys have a Louisiana chicken, a Popeye's chicken near you, and you've never tried them before, I would go for it. But depending on your spice tolerance, they apparently offer 2 different levels of spice, mild and spicy. I would start off with the mild just to be on the safe side, but if you want to test yourself, go ahead and go for the spicy stuff. I might do that for a later video, just like get a thing of chicken strips that are actually the spicy kind and try those. But we'll see how it goes. For the moment, though, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. And on that note, let me use a napkin on my fingers. They're getting all greasy, which is to be expected. You know, this is deep fried chicken and stuff. Pardon me. Anyway, I do recommend Popeye's chicken. I think I already said that. And now I'm getting weird hiccups. It's not from the spice, I'll tell you that. I got the mild stuff. But anyway, I want to thank you all, each and every single one of you out there watching, for watching. I do truly and greatly appreciate it. If you like what you've seen here today, feel free to comment, leave a like, and above all else, viewers beware, and subscribe if you dare. Later.